for it. Wait. Oh. Good afternoon, everybody on the West Coast. Good morning. And everybody else between this great, big, beautiful country of ours. How the hell you doing? What do you know? What do you say? What's up? What's happening? My nose is running like a sieve. Oh God. Yeah. Yes. It's hump day. So how many people are out there humping today? There's a lot of things with humping, okay? Hump on a camel's back. Sorry. I gotta blow my nose. It's like running. Sinuses. Constantly. All winter. It's not a cold. Just, I don't know, cannula and everything else. Okay. Man, you can even hear me snort. At least I can. I don't know. Where was it? Hump day. So, Wednesday, hump on a camel. Humping in the bedroom. Or on the dining room table. Or in the kitchen. On the floor. In the car. In the back seat. In the trunk. Oh, man. And also, working. When you're really humping at work. And I don't mean behind in a closet. I mean, you're working, you're humping. You know? You're humping concrete. You're humping carrying stuff. You're humping up the hill. So there's humping everywhere. Right now, I'm humping on my show. I don't know. So, quit down there. No, there ain't nobody down there. You know, crazy places, crazy. There have been movies made like that. I have never been so fortunate to have something like that happen to me. Somebody to just crawl under the desk and do me. But, okay, hey, it's not a kid show, folks. Nuh-uh. For big people. So if you got crumb munchers, rug rats running around, time for a nap. If they're homeschooled, break time to take a break. If it's nice outside, kick your ass outside. Put headphones on. You put your earbuds on. You know. For the longest time, I didn't like Bluetooth. I was all kind of paranoid with it. Bluetooth. Where did this come from? Who made this shit? You know? It's like wireless headphones, Bluetooth. There's so many things that they use it for now. Oh, everything. Door alarms, door strikes, door cameras outside, cameras. You use your Bluetooth. Arm it, disarm it, make it do a jig. All kind of shit. So, you know, it's amazing. But yeah, so anyway, what's going on here? Big Daddy, have so much trouble. He's a hell of a guy. You gotta follow him. It's Big Daddy's his handle. Sorry. And that's at Rick Big Daddy 66. You can find him on Twitter. What'd I tell you? I told you it's not a cult. Good morning, Twitter family. Another trip to hospital. Today, foot checkup. That's Big Daddy. Come on. What the hell? This is freaking ridiculous. shall I go on? The show must go on. Oh, boy. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, this is terrible. You know what I forgot to do? Crap. I was going good, too. God darn it. Oh, crap. Ah, shit. Well, you know what? Maybe. Oh, you know what? I could pick that up off the other one. No big deal. I wasn't recording on the place I usually record. Holy moly, moly, moly. Okay, so I have everybody's picking up on me. So just calm down, calm down. You could get that from somewhere else, you know. Oh, God, what are you guys sending me today? Do this. So I saw some of the Senate Judiciary Committee hearing with Merrick Garland this morning. And that old man Grassley, boy, Chuck Grassley, he will not leave this Hunter Biden story alone, even though there's nothing there. And it's been given to a Delaware district attorney to investigate. And Merrick Garland told him flat out, hey, I'm not going to interfere with that. It's over there in Delaware, and it's going to stay there in Delaware. So it's up to them in Delaware to do that shit. You know, I don't know what is he looking for? Hunter Biden is a private citizen. Yes. He's the son of the President of the United States. Yes. When Biden was vice president, Hunter Biden had a job or got a job in Ukraine for an exorbitant amount of money. So what? So what? The reason I'm saying so what is like, what if Biden and all they had nothing to do with that? And back then, if you remember, Ukraine was a very highly corrupt country. Now, this is where I guess Grassley's really paranoid. And he's figuring, well, you know, Hunter Biden got that big paying job, and Biden was vice president, and maybe there was some influence there. Maybe there wasn't. Maybe Ukraine just did it on their own, hoping to get favor from Barack Obama. Nobody ever thought of it that way. Oh, no. You know? Just like, you know, even us guys, we, you know, like all these Trump with China. He went over there, right? And then his daughter got all these Chinese copyrights and patents and stuff. So what's up with that? Did China give it to her seeking favor with the Donald? You never know. So, and who wants to deal with this shit like on a Wednesday at noon? I sure don't. And then, what's his name? Oh, it was on the tip of my tongue. Then the Democrats were just as hard on Garland as Grassley was. Oh, and then Lindsey Graham is like about prisons. Oh, a guy identifies himself as a female, and you put him in a female prison. Don't you think going to put the female prisoners at risk? Well, no. I mean, if you separate them or something, you know. I have no clue. I'm just totally lost by this politics shit. It's crazy. Oh. Christy Coe Says, good morning. I read a thing on Raw Story and in the news about someone with ghastly toes saying that conservatives deserve a safe place. I suggest an enclave like a zoo, like the zoo. That's Chrissy Co. Firefly 909. Oh boy, some of these people, yes. There, JT retired medic. Anyone else watching the judiciary career? Is this going to be a shit show or productive? Place your bets here. Oh boy. And then I got a friend. All right. No. I got a Chinese friend that's on the other side. Not on the other side of the world, not on the other side of the country, but she's ultra conservative and a Trump supporter. And we just avoid that. But sometimes her stuff shows up on my page and it's in Chinese. So I gotta dig out the old Chinese to English translator to see what the hell she's saying. And between me and you, she's a great woman, but I don't know. It's kind of misguided. I'm just worried other Chinese, for Trump, blame them and put them through it. Chinese people support this guy. I have no idea. All right. Stolen is trending because IQ45 doesn't have a clue. If his people cared, they'd tell him it's stolen. So, he misspelled stolen, S-T-O-L-L-E-N. But his people won't tell him. Say, buddy, you misspelled the word. Boy. Ask Aubrey again. Here she goes. Gen X start turning into boomers. I'm Gen X, and I have a huge problem with how I'm left carrying the weight for millennials. Oh, boy. For example, I'm 42 and my daughter's 22. She decided a while ago she does not want any kids. She's actually getting a procedure for sterilization next year. But those souls needing to come into our family for ancestral or karmic reasons still need to be born. So I'm stuck birthing and raising two babies who should have been born to her, but can't be because she's too selfish to have kids. We joke about my 1.5-year-old girl. Her sibling is actually hers, but she just didn't want to have it. But deep down, it's not a joke. If she wasn't so selfish, I wouldn't have a toddler daughter right now. So, wow. And ask Aubrey, yeah, when Gen X starts turning into boomers. Yep. So, yeah, it's great. It's, that was the big thing too. People were worried about, you have to have a continuation of people to take care of the older people, we have been leaning heavily on the elderly population for a good while now because of the boomers, the baby boomers. And I think it equals out. Because as the burden of caring for the baby boomers that are aged right now, as they die off, then that's less expense for them, the younger. So it doesn't necessarily, this is complicated. This is heavy duty shit right now. All right? But think about it. As the boomers die off, the responsibility for the younger generation to carry the load for the elderly becomes less because there's less of the younger generation that's going to age. Okay? So, the generation behind that generation won't have as much burden, as that generation that's aging now. You follow me? It's like a progression. You got a whole lot of burden on the younger people right now that are paying for the aged. The boomers, because they're boomers. They're freaking boomers everywhere. Okay, as they're dying off, their responsibility becomes less. And since they don't have that many, well, they do have a bunch, their responsibility to be taken care of by the generation behind them is going to be less. And it's going to be less and less and less and less. Pretty soon, we're going to have nobody. It's going to be like that one movie where the guy is all by himself. Then he happens to find a woman. No, come on. Really? Oh yeah. It can happen. Oh, and they just so happen to like each other. Now they're stuck with each other, right? So what do they got to do? They got to go Wednesday, hump day. I don't know. They go in an office closet somewhere, and what do they call it? Procreate. Why don't they just say fucking? Okay. I mean, you can't make this shit up. I saw an older movie the other night. It doesn't remind me of all this stuff. It's called Panic in the Year Zero. Ray Milland, okay? And that other guy. Frankie Avalon? Is that who it is? I don't know. Good movie. You gotta watch it. It's pretty realistic of what could happen. Panic in the Year Zero, when there's nuclear bomb destroyed Los Angeles, stuff like that. This is it's well written. Well written for an old movie. A lot of older movies are really well written. So, there's so many movies nowadays that are well written too, but I'm itchy. I don't know what the hell's going on here. So, anyway. Yeah, okay. Did you guys see that on Kimmel last night? Here's some more news. Quirl, Qwirl. Okay, Trump and the GOP do not support free speech. MAGA is dead. There's an awesome YouTube video of this. Jimmy Kimmel's jokes about Donald Trump must have hit home more than anyone realized, as the then president reportedly tried to have late night hosts censored in 2018. Now Kimmel is firing back at the fragile little snowflake who couldn't take the ribbing, devoting nearly half of his opening monologue to the ex-president. You'd think the guy who fathered Eric and Dawn Jr. would know how to handle jokes, Kimmel cracked. Then he went on to recap some of his best Trump gags and most insulting nicknames delivered on the show over the past few years. So if you get a chance, if there's any way you could get a rerun of that. I saw part of it. It was all right. I thought it was pretty good. So we have more picture shows today. Oh, boy. All right. Magoo responded to the Boog Finkelstein. And she says, you have to learn to take criticism when you're here on Twitter. You don't just block because you didn't agree with a reply or a comment. I'm mature enough to know the difference. And that's what he did. The Boog Finkelstein blocked her. So, yeah, why do people do that? They're so trigger happy on blocking people. Oh, I don't like what you said. I'm blocking you. It's your loss. It's your loss. If you can't expand your brain to like wrap around what the person's saying, unless it's just a total blatant, insult. All right. I got to look around now. Okay, I got to look at that camera. Okay. I got to look at a timer. I got a big recording thing right in front, almost a quarter of the monitor, right in the upper right-hand corner that I look at when I'm reading Twitter. And it's recording the time. And I get you that's what I was bitching about before. I didn't turn it on right away. So it's really saying 1540, and it's really it's saying 1540, and it's really 21 something. Life is just so hard. So anyway, how much snow did you guys get? Did you get a lot of snow up there, up north? In the Northeast? I'm looking. Oh, jeez. Okay. LA Blue Dot in Georgia. I don't know how former First Lady Melania spends her time, but I know she's not writing a book about her wonderful, happy marriage. What'd she have to say about him running again? She must not have liked it at first, but I guess she likes it now. All the glamour. And when is Joe Biden going to fix that garden? Is she already fixed it yet? Rip that shit out and put it the way it is? Come on, we got to do something here, folks. That garden stayed like that for freaking ever, and then Melania just ripped it all up and made it, I don't know, blech. Uh-huh. Okay, so anyway. I don't know. And their supply sergeant wants to know, what is it with every one of these Republican hate mongers and their drag queen fetish? More and more videos is coming out with them in drag. After Rudy, you would have thought they'd get a clue. Wait for DeSantis and Abbott. The governor who said he'll ban performances is going viral for appearing to have dressed in drag. The 1977 yearbook photo appears to show Tennessee Governor Bill Lee dressed as a cheerleader for a Powder Puff football game. Ta-da! Oh my gosh. Anyway. What are we doing here? What are we doing? I'm trying to find something. Here, let's check out the freaking news here. So I went over that. I don't want that shit. Get out of here. All right, so. Who's Travis Scott? You know who Travis Scott is? Oh, okay. Travis Scott allegedly punched New York City nightclub worker, caused $12,000 in damage, sources say. Nicole Johnson and Aaron Fees, 3 hours ago, wrote this. Midtown Manhattan rapper Travis Scott was being sought by police Wednesday in connection to a Manhattan assault case. Law enforcement source says. It's Mangled news, folks. Okay, Scott, 31, allegedly punched a sound engineer in the face and caused about $12,000 worth of damage to equipment at Nebula, a nightclub on West 41st Street in Midtown. Around 2 a.m., sources said he is wanted on charges of assault and criminal mischief in the incident, according to sources. Wow. All right, so I'm going to do one maybe more paragraph. So here's the deal. I can't read it all. You spend a whole show on one article, right? Which is like, this is getting bad. So if you want to look this up and read it, I'll tell you in a second. Sources said the victim in Scott, whose birth name is Jacques Berman Webster II, got into an argument before the rapper punched him in the face. The victim reported no serious physical injury to police. Per sources, Scott then left the nightclub, hopped in a vehicle, and took off in an unknown direction. Well, where's the $12,000 of damages? Oh, yeah, okay, that's him. Okay, Scott previously faced legal trouble connected to a raucous 2021 performance at Astro World Festival in Houston, during which he continued to perform despite a massive crowd surge that killed 10 people and injured hundreds more. So that's who that guy is. And if you want to read this story, Travis Scott allegedly punched. This is PIX 11. PIX 11 News in New York. Written 3 hours ago. You can't miss it. Here you go. Oh, now, New York apparently is proposing a New York menthol cigarette ban. Why? For taste? Is that what it is? It attracts younger people? I don't know. What the hell's going on here with this? Okay. Okay. Gwen Carr, the mother of Eric Garner, was just one of the activists speaking on the steps of City Hall on Tuesday. They were pushing back on efforts by Governor Kathy Hochul in the New York City Council to ban menthol-flavored cigarettes, which are overwhelming cigarette of choice in communities of color. Critics say a ban on just menthol cigarettes is akin to racial profiling. They worry of stop and frisk incidents and tragedies like one that led to Garner's death on Staten Island in 2014. Garner was suspected of illegally selling loose cigarettes before being put in a fatal police chokehold. What? Oh, come on. Illegally selling loose cigarettes and a guy loses his life. Really? Oh my God. That's just crazy. So if you want to read this is another one. John Mueller, written 13 hours ago by PIX 11. Oh, bullshit. Look at this shit. I don't know why they make this shit pop up. Why do you block these ads, man? What the hell's wrong with you? Gee. All right. Here's some great news. NBC News. Drug maker Eli Lilly caps the cost of insulin at $35 a month, bringing relief to millions. The move puts the drug maker in line with a popular provision in the Inflation Reduction Act that capped the medications cost for seniors on Medicare. Eli Lilly will cap the out-of-pocket cost of its insulin at $35 a month. The drug maker said Wednesday. The move, experts say, could prompt other insulin makers in the U.S. to follow suit. Great news. Great news. $35 a month. You know how much that is going to save people? You know how much relief that's going to be on the insurance companies? Do you know how much money you're going to save? Oh, shitload. That is freaking great. Okay, so anyway, I had a good time. I hope you did too. It's time to say goodbye. And the thing went fast. You know, it's so crazy. It went so fast. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye to these people, and I'm going to say goodbye to you, okay? Maybe I can end on time today. What do you think? I have no freaking clue. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, boy. You guys are great. I really appreciate you. Have a good day. Be careful. Don't catch that Rona, man.